coaches from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football is.
Good morning and welcome back to the GDFL Netball Show. Joining us this morning from North Geelong Netball Club, we have Darren Johnston. Welcome, Darren.
Thank you for having me.
Not a problem at all. Lovely to have you in this morning and been keeping us on our toes, as is. Look, down at North Geelong, you've got quite a few of old heads, what I would call down there, quite a few players who've been down there for quite a long time, probably really dedicated to the club. Probably a good place to have them, really, and the experience around there.
Yeah, I think you look at guys like Donna and Kelly Parker, with a wealth of experience and knowledge about the game and positional moves and changes. So for me not to go and draw on their experience it is silly. So look, I do talk to those guys on a regular basis about different things that we can try, moves, positional changes. So it's
So what is your role down there at North?
yeah, I coach the A, B, C and D grades.
Wow.
So look, it's
So
a
you haven't
big job.
taken on too much at all?
No, there's still time during the week to do
Really?
things, so
Okay.
it's good.
It's good to have a life.
But I think too we've got a lot of players down there that have been at North for quite a long time that
Absolutely.
just take up that role of stepping up to be a leader within the group, which is a really good thing as well. This year alone we've taken on 12 new players that have never been at North Geelong before. So that's 12 people that have come to our club not because of me, but because of players that I guess have spoken about North Geelong, what it's been in the past and what our goals are for the future. So it's...
So how long have you been down at North Geelong?
only this year.
Just this year?
Yes.
And you can't take any credit for anything, Fee? Nothing at all, Darren?
Not at all.
Not at all.
No.
And how have you found it down there? Obviously, first year you've come down to a club. Who got you down to start with?
My daughter Chelsea plays netball at North Geelong. But if we go way back, my father was a premiership player at North Geelong and my wife's grandfather was a premiership player.
Wow.
And they played together.
But we're talking football there, aren't we? Not netball?
Not netball, football,
Right, just
correct.
make that clear.
Yeah, so bit of contact there. And also have known Donna and a few of the guys down there since I was 15.
Okay. So they roped you into it this year?
We've spoken about it over a number of years,
Yeah. And so what's your background in coaching?
Yeah, I coached Belpo Steel Netball a few years ago for a couple of seasons. I was a president of Belpo Steel Footy Club.
Wow.
So I've coached football, I've coached netball, I've coached cricket.
So you really, really know the league.
Yeah, know the guys, it's good.
Did you have a few years off at all in between those?
Yeah, I did. No, when I finished coaching Belpo Steel, I stopped for a few years, but then coached junior football, then coached senior cricket. So I think just to be involved in a sporting club is a really healthy thing.
Absolutely.
And a few weeks back, I think Amanda touched on there's a bit of disharmony between some players down at that club. Darren, any ideas of what that's about?
Yeah, I was quite shocked to sit there on a Saturday morning and see Amanda's comment about a couple of players at North Geelong who are not quite happy with what's going on. I'd love Amanda to be here, but she's not, unfortunately, so...
She's grabbing a coffee.
Grabbing a coffee, great.
We'll ask her about them because...
so as I will as well.
You're not aware about any disharmony
No,
there?
and look, to be honest with you, I brought it up with the playing group and we spoke about that as well because I wasn't the only one that saw it Saturday morning. So we spoke about it and we think it's a definite furphy. We don't know where it's come from.
It's come from Amanda.
Rumours are great.
It's come from Amanda.
Absolutely. And your junior girls, you've got some really strong junior teams coming up through North. And I guess that'll continue on into your seniors. But a few of your girls are playing up in the seniors this year?
Yeah, look, there's a couple of young girls that we've got coming up, and I guess for me, first year to coach those girls is not throw them directly into A grade. Let them have a look around and build with those guys. If you look at Lisa Drakasevic, her strength through the midcourt, and I talk about players who could be strong like that. Meg Farrell comes to mind straight away. Great young player, but don't want to destroy her.
She's only young, isn't she, Darren? What's she?
17, 18. I don't want to destroy her. We build her strength and work with our senior players to get through stuff. So,
Absolutely.
another one, you know, goal shooters. You have a look at goal shooters we've got down there. It's great to see the work that the guys do. It's really good.
Yeah.
You're sitting 7th on the ladder at the moment. Where do you think, or where would you like to be at the end of the season?
Well, obviously, I think everyone strives to play finals.
Yep.
I mean,
No, we just strive to get off the bottom of the ladder.
That's what we want to do.
Yeah.
I think, look, we had a really tough draw early. We come up against a lot of top sides, and you measure yourself on that.
Look, it's really hard. You can't put everything down to the draw, but I do believe that some teams, if they get a better draw, will end up in finals over other teams. And it's unfortunate when you play those top 3 teams. You know, you've got Werribee, Belpost Hill, and East Geelong setting the benchmark this year, and really difficult teams, I think, to get over, especially when you're obviously in a bit of a rebuilding and getting to know your player state.
But you got to look at the likes of Inverleigh who have not been up there anyway. Like, do you know what I mean? So they've obviously built up like you guys are doing, starting from scratch, building up your junior players, coming up through the ranks, and to hopefully strengthen them to play A grade eventually and to get up top of that ladder.
Oh, for sure. And you always learn playing against someone that might be better equipped than yourself. You learn more.
Yeah.
So we don't turn away and walk away from games like that and totally disheartened. Yeah, we can learn, we can improve, and that's what this season's about, is building. So it's to go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're sticking around as a coach? You're contracted for a certain amount of time, or you're just going to take it as it comes?
Look, to be honest with you, I didn't sign a contract with North Geelong.
Yep.
It was just let's go with it, see how we go.
Yep.
And it's more to help out as well. So it may go further, it may not.
Yep. Absolutely. What do you think, other than the experience and things, probably some of your strengths down there?
Yeah, look, what we've done this year is we've introduced, I won't call them team rules, but it's initiatives that the players have put forward that we want to build upon during a game. We've set targets that we will push ourselves to.
Yep.
And I think that's really important. It's not just to stop and say, well, that's enough. No, we've set an agreement, we'll push towards this. So that's what we aim for.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, the last few years we've probably turned around and said that North have been one of the most fluctuating teams that we've come across. You will sit here in some games and sit there and go, you just don't know, because I think they've probably been a little bit more steady this year. So I don't know whether that's going to be your influence or whether that's going to, it's really interesting though, but I think they have settled that, so I think you should be proud of that.
Yeah, look, I think too that you're not just a coach, sometimes you become a mentor, and being an older guy with the younger girls, it's a bit of a mentor role as well. And to be honest, as I said earlier, it's really important to listen to other people and other ideas.
Absolutely.
It's
very true.
Really important.
Well, welcome back to the league, Darren.
Thank you.
For this year. We wish you and the girls all the best of luck. I'm sure we'll be speaking to you. Hopefully you'll be sticking around for a few years in North Geelong and see how they go. But thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll be back after the break.
We are the Raiders from all around Geelong. We're here to tell you how football is.